From your Gulf Coast Weather Authority, this is Fox 26 News at 9.
In HealthWorks tonight, we have a special treat for you. We're introducing you to a young couple separated by thousands of miles, but sworn together by spirit. They'll undergo in vitro fertilization tomorrow so that distance won't stop them from having a baby. Brian and Jessica have been happily married more than a year, but they're ready now to have a baby. The problem with that is Brian has been deployed to Iraq.
Being in the Marine Corps, they say it's hard, or whatever. Not compared to this. Being a newlywed, going across, thousands of miles away, definitely the hardest thing I'll ever go through.
We met up with Brian and Jessica this past summer when he was on leave.
Well, he is my world. We are best friends, and that's why I think, leaving is harder for us for that long because we do everything together.
They came here to Dr. Sonia Christensen's office to get a jump start on their family.
I'm very optimistic. I have been told that our chances are really well because I'm young and healthy. I don't have any real big problems. He's healthy.
Infertility expert Sonia Christensen is excited to help them on this amazing journey, especially since the father-to-be will be so far away.
Obviously, this puts a kink or a hold in their, childbearing, and they're interested in fulfilling in their family and getting to move on.
Brian? We're ready for you.
Brian deposited his sperm at this clinic. Then Dr. Christensen is freezing it for a later date. While Brian heads out on his journey, Jessica has been in Houston undergoing numerous tests and has been taking fertility drugs. Being without the love of her life will be hard, yet she considers this time
exciting, but we've never been apart, so to be apart for that long is hard.
Brian will hopefully be back next year just in time for the delivery. He'll do whatever it takes to be here the day his firstborn child arrives.
I'll be back. Whether I gotta fly, swim, whatever, I'll be back.
Tomorrow from 5 to 9 a.m., I will be in the OR with Jessica as doctors withdraw her eggs, then fertilize them. Better yet, we'll have Brian live on a video phone to watch the conception of his child all the way from Iraq. Join us for this incredible moment tomorrow morning. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. I'm so excited about it.
And luckily, our viewers will be there literally from the very beginning of this new relationship.
It is going to be an amazing journey.
From your Gulf Coast Weather Authority, this is Fox 26 Morning News.
Special experience for us all this morning. Melissa Wilson introduces us to a young couple separated by continents, sworn together by spirit.
That's a sweet story. They are going to undergo in vitro fertilization this morning so that distance will not stop them from having a baby. Here's her story.
Brian and Jessica have been happily married more than a year, but they're ready now to have a baby. The problem with that is Brian has been deployed to Iraq.
Being in the Marine Corps, they say it's hard, or whatever. Not compared to this. Being a newlywed, going across, thousands of miles away, definitely the hardest thing I'll ever go through.
We met up with Brian and Jessica this past summer when he was on leave.
Well, he is my world. We are best friends, and that's why I think, leaving is harder for us for that long because we do everything together.
They came here to Dr. Sonia Christensen's office to get a jump start on their family.
I'm very optimistic. I have been told that our chances are really well because I'm young and healthy. I don't have any real big problems. He's healthy.
Infertility expert Sonia Christensen is excited to help them on this amazing journey, especially since the father-to-be will be so far away.
Obviously, this puts a kink or a hold in their, childbearing, and they're interested in fulfilling in their family and getting to move on.
Brian? We're ready for you.
Brian deposited his sperm at this clinic. Then Dr. Christensen is freezing it for a later date. While Brian heads out on his journey, Jessica has been in Houston undergoing numerous tests and has been taking fertility drugs. Being without the love of her life will be hard, yet she considers this time
exciting, but we've never been apart, so to be apart for that long is hard.
Brian will hopefully be back next year just in time for the delivery. He'll do whatever it takes to be here the day his firstborn child arrives.
I'll be back. Whether I gotta fly, swim, whatever, I'll be back.
He'll be back. We will see an in vitro fertilization performed live this morning. We will be there. Melissa Wilson will be there in the OR with Jessica as doctors withdraw her eggs, then fertilize them. Better yet, here's the best part. Brian will be live on a video phone from Iraq. He will watch this as it happens as well. Join us for this incredible moment. We will be there dipping in and out all morning long. And here's a live look at a Houston fertility clinic where later this morning we will see an in vitro fertilization live. There's the mom-to-be. Coming up at 6, we will introduce you to the couple. Hey, there's Dad. Where on earth is he, do you think? The future Dad will join us live from Iraq. And you are looking live at a local fertility clinic where a miracle is going to happen this morning. A U.S. Marine stationed in Iraq will be able to conceive a child with his wife. They are continents apart.
Oh, my goodness.
It's going to happen coming up in a few minutes. All of it will start. Very exciting to watch. A U.S. Marine and his wife, they're going to try to have a baby.
Not so uncommon until you realize that he's all the way in Iraq and, well, she's still here. So how's this going to happen? Fox 26's Melissa Wilson joins us live. Melissa, he's on video phone right now, so introduce us to him and tell us what's going on.
Oh, I'm so glad to introduce you. First of all, this is Jessica Janish, and her husband Brian is right here all the way in Iraq. You guys, they have seen each other for the first time in 10 weeks this morning. How you doing, Brian?
Great, Melissa. How are you?
Oh, we're so good. Are you ready to have a baby this morning?
Of course, always. I can't wait.
I told Brian earlier I'm hugging his wife for him because I know he misses her so much. How often do you guys get to communicate?
We talk about 2-3 times a week.
At least you get to talk on the phone, but this is the first time you've actually seen his face.
Yeah, it's the first time I got to see him.
Now, how are you feeling? I mean, you're going to go through in vitro fertilization live on Fox News this morning. You're ready to have your husband's baby. How you doing?
I am nervous.
Yeah, but so ready.
I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Yeah, I'm very excited. We've waited a long time.
How does it feel to see him?
It's it feels really good. I just want to touch him though, and I can't.
So why are you guys going through in vitro? You didn't want to wait?
No.
It's because it's going to be about a year before he comes back?
About a year, and just some complications we had to go through in vitro, so we wanted to do it while he was gone.
And then when he comes back, he's supposed to be back. He told me no matter what, he's going to be back for this, right?
He said he would swim back if he has to.
Brian, how's it feel to see your wife this morning and know that she's about to undergo this huge process?
It's amazing. She looks beautiful.
How is it being away and knowing that this huge moment is going to be here? At least you get to witness it, but how is it being thousands of miles away?
It's really hard being thousands of miles away, but I know I have a very strong wife and a lot of support back home, so.
All right, Brian?
I don't know, it's great.
Okay, you hang in there. We're going to be showing you all morning your wife. We're taking good care of her. Doctors are here, ready to go. It'll just be an hour, and you will witness right here Jessica undergoing in vitro fertilization live on Fox 26 Morning News. What do you guys think? She's doing good, huh?
Yes. Just a miracle. How cool is that?
It's amazing. It's going to be an exciting morning.
Yeah.
Well, we will look forward to watching and certainly send our best, Melissa. Thank you.
You got it.
We appreciate it. Plus, all morning, we've been checking in with this local fertility clinic where a couple is hoping to conceive. He's a U.S. Marine stationed in Iraq. She lives here. Melissa Wilson will be joining us after 7 o'clock to walk us through this interesting process. It truly is a miracle.
I'm Melissa Wilson at the Houston Infertility Clinic, a miracle of technology. This Marine in Iraq gets to watch his wife undergo in vitro fertilization.
Couple is making a baby this morning. But Mom and Dad aren't even in the same country.
That's right. Melissa is live at a clinic in West Houston watching the entire thing. Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning to you. The doctors just put the patient to sleep. Take a look at her husband. He is in Iraq. He's going to be watching it all through video conferencing. It's going to be amazing a moment. In just a few minutes, you are going to watch live her eggs being retrieved. Keep it right here.
All this morning, we're right there as a couple begins expanding their family.
Now, she's here in Houston, but he's a Marine still stationed in Iraq. So they're using in vitro fertilization to make a baby. And Melissa's live at a Houston infertility clinic where that procedure has just begun. Good morning again, Melissa. Tell us what's going on.
You got it. I'm with Dr. Sonia Christensen right now, and the procedure is about to begin. We have a very nervous future daddy in Iraq along with his wife who is sound asleep. Dr. Christensen, what is about to happen?
Well, what we will be doing is inserting a needle into the ovary, which you will be able to see on the ultrasound. And then on the ultrasound, each egg is in a fluid-filled sac, and we just drain each sac one at a time to get the eggs out. The eggs are then go into a test tube that my nurse here is holding, and the test tube is transferred to the embryologist, who will then find the eggs to get them ready for fertilization later.
Ready to begin the process?
Yeah.
Okay, Brian, you're standing by in a rack. You're about to see at the top of your screen, you're watching Brian, a needle go in. And this is going to be retrieving that follicle that she was just talking about.
Are we ready? Here comes the needle in. There's the needle. And you can see the follicle, which is the fluid-filled sac, collapsing. And then we'll go to another one right here. And that's the fluid. So in this fluid is the microscopic egg. The test tube can hold 1 to 2 follicles or eggs, depending upon the volume, and then the test tube is given to the embryologist, who will go through the tubes.
Mark, can I get you to take a look just over here? Right here is the tube that we're talking about this morning, and this is the magical egg that is going to hopefully produce a baby for this couple. Brian, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. This is so awesome.
Can you believe that you're watching this happen?
No, I can't. It's amazing.
Now, what's going to be even more amazing, in just about an hour, we're actually going to let you see your child being conceived when they fertilize it. You ready for that big moment?
Of course, I've been waiting for it for a while now.
Okay, you hang in there. We're going to be checking back in with you for just a little bit later. You're watching it live right here on Fox 26. Jessica's eggs have been retrieved. Now they're going to go into the slab right behind me. They will be counting them and seeing how many healthy eggs there are. We're going to bring that to you in just a few minutes.
Amazing procedure.
It truly is.
We're watching life happen right here this morning.
I know,
Exactly.
unbelievable.
Exactly. And to
Very
have it live.
touching.
I know, it really is. And you know, we'll be checking in with you throughout the morning, Melissa, to see the progress. We thank you.
All right, thank you guys.
Just an amazing thing. And all morning, we've been following a couple as they use in vitro fertilization to start their family.
The wife is here in Houston while her husband is a Marine stationed in Iraq. Melissa's live at a clinic in West Houston. Melissa, earlier we showed the eggs being extracted. So what's happening now?
Now I'm in the lab and the eggs are being counted. Dr. Sonia Christensen joins me now to tell us how all of this is taking place. What do we have going on right here?
Well, right now we have the PhD lab director, Dr. Stoddard, is identifying and sorting the eggs, checking basically to see which ones look healthy and so forth. And our preliminary count, things went great. We have 21 eggs. They look good, and so he's just basically getting them to little individual areas of the dish so that they will be ready for fertilization later today.
21 eggs, that
21.
sounds like a lot. Is that typical?
Yeah.
What is the ideal number you get?
Most people, unfortunately, do not do that well. She did super. We're very happy if we have 10 or more eggs in most patients. She did awesome.
All right, thanks so much for explaining this process. Now, what's going to happen in the 8 o'clock hour, they're going to fertilize those eggs. We have the father-to-be, Brian, standing by in a rack. He's very nervous, but he's so ready and a little emotional for this moment. And guess what? The patient is waking up. She's a little groggy, but hopefully she'll be awake enough to be able to watch the whole process and watch her baby being conceived live on Fox 26 Morning News.
That is just so cool. Unbelievable. All right, so we are witnessing a true miracle this morning. We're making a baby, but Mom is in town and Dad's in Iraq.
Oh, yeah, Dad's way in Iraq. And Melissa Wilson is on the west side at a clinic, and she's watching the entire thing. Tell us what's happening.